What's up, my guys, and welcome back. I'm your host, Cody, and this is the Wrestling Report Card. So what we do here is I take a wrestling show, I break down each match, I give it a letter grade, and at the end, I tally them sumbitches up to give that show its own report card. So today, we're talking the Friday, December 30th episode of WWE SmackDown, and as you know, the champ is here. That's right, 16-time champ John Cena makes his in-ring return as he teams up with Kevin Owens and they take on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the honorary Sami Zayn in our main event. Not only do we got that, but we got another huge return as a 13-time champ. She makes her return in a huge way. Ronda Rousey, she has to defend her championship twice tonight in back-to-back matches. And at the upcoming Royal Rumble, we find out that Bray Wyatt will be taking on LA Knight in a pitch black match. Do I know what that is? No. Do I know that it's sponsored by Mountain Dew? Yeah. Do I want a Mountain Dew now? Absolutely. Hell, it could be pitch black, code red. I'll even take a Diet Dooski. Shout out to Dale Jr. Well, as y'all know, on a more serious note, man, we did lose a legend in the wrestling community tonight. Yes, I'm talking about Don West. I remember back in the day flipping over to Spike TV just to watch some TNA, and man, him and Mike Tenay just had great chemistry. I just want to send all my thoughts and prayers out to your family. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope y'all had a happy holidays. Keep your head up going through it. I know it can be rough, so we all gotta stick together and watch some wrestling. So without further ado, let's buckle up your seatbelts and let's get to great. Just 1 week after witnessing him snap and attack, possibly murder a poor cameraman on live TV, we get SmackDown started off with the man of the hour, Bray Wyatt. So I'm just gonna come out and say, what in the hell did we just see? So my guy Bray came down. He started addressing last week's issue when LA Knight once again decided to come down and stick his nose in business that doesn't concern him. When will you learn your lesson, old man? Anyways, that sumbitch bravely made his way down to the ring, and before much could happen, Bray Wyatt just accepted a challenge that LA Knight didn't issue. But hey, throw your little logic bullshit out the window, because at the Royal Rumble, we will be getting Bray Wyatt taking on LA Knight. My guy. Well, next thing you know, Uncle Howdy started making his way down to the ring, and first things first, that intro music alone gets an A+, my guy. I mean, give that a slammy. So, one thing I did notice was this little motion he kept making with his hand like he was leading someone or something along with him. I may be reaching here, but as y'all know, with Bray Wyatt, we gotta pay attention to everything. So, like I said, Uncle Howdy came down, he stood by Bray Wyatt, they were staring down LA Knight, when boom, before you know it, that sumbitch Uncle Howdy hit the Sister Abigail on Bray Wyatt. I tell you what, I mean, that was crazy. That is how you start a SmackDown right there, baby. Triple H, I see you, my God. Man, for that intro right there, I'm going to give it an A-. Once again, Bray Wyatt, I think I speak for everybody when I say we are glad to have you back in a WWE arena. But hey, we can't dwell on that, because up next, we got our first match of the night as you got Solo Sikoa taking on Sheamus. And y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care, because damn it, this was just some big sweaty men slapping man meat. So, not even 2 minutes into this match, my YouTube TV just decided to kick me off, during the biggest SmackDown of the year. That never got fixed, so that was tight. Now, I won't tell you how I got to continue to watch this, but hey, don't ask me no lies. Don't ask me no questions, and I won't tell you no lies, brother. Anyways, we get back to the action, and yeah, this sumbitch was about as physical as Myles Garrett with a helmet in his hand, looking at Mason Rudolph. I tell you what. Plus, with both the Usos and the Brawling Brutes ringside, this thing felt like it could have popped off at any moment. Especially with this crowd, because these fine folks of Tampa definitely had more than their fair share of Busch Light. It had this place a-rockin', my guy. These two continue to put on a show, just trading bombs with each other. After an Irish Curse backbreaker, Sheamus transitioned beautifully into the Cloverleaf submission, but while the ref was busy taking care of Jey Uso, that damn Jimmy reached in and pulled Solo to the ropes, which caused the ref to break it. Chaos then ensued outside of the ring, which ultimately led to Sheamus taking flight, laying out both of the Usos. However, Solo took advantage after ramming Sheamus shoulder first into the ring post. He pulled that sumbitch in the ring. He hit the Umaga Spike, RIP, and got the 1, 2, 3. After the match, the Bloodline just started to lay waste to the Brutes, but then the drums hit, and out came none other than the Scottish Warrior, Scottish Psychopath, whatever his nickname is, Drew McIntyre, who was just a one-man wrecking crew. He took care of business, ending with a Claymore upside Solo's head, so it looks like we're headed to a Drew versus Solo, and maybe at the Royal Rumble, I ain't mad about it, are you? I hope you ain't, because if so, you need to go get checked out. Well, for that match, I gotta give that an A. I mean, that definitely lived up to the hype. Plus, we're leading to Solo Drew. I mean, what's there to be mad about, my guy? And I tell you what, you might as well bring the fist back, because this episode of SmackDown was off the charts, my guy. Triple H, I see you out there, and no time to waste though, because up next, you got the first of back-to-back championship matches as Ronda Rousey defends against Raquel Rodriguez. And I'm going to start by saying this, as much as y'all drag Ronda Rousey week after week on Twitter, let's give her credit where it's due. Rousey does have better matches when she's up against larger competition. All I'm saying is let's put a little respect on the name. Now, one thing to remember coming into this match is that Rousey injured Raquel's arm before she had to wrestle in a gauntlet match. Yes, a gauntlet match last week just to even earn this match. However, that still didn't stop her from overpowering the champ as she was just tossing Ronda's ass all over the ring. But if you flip the script, Rousey did a great job using Raquel's strength and momentum against her, counter with all kinds of submissions, and it was that battle all match. Brute strength versus lethal skill. Now, Shayna Baszler then made herself known ringside when she just saved Ronda's ass. I don't know how she didn't get booted ringside, but this allowed Ronda to apply the armbar to the injured elbow atop the ropes. Both ladies then went crashing down, landing right on top of that injured elbow, but the champ held on to that sumbitch, leaving Raquel no choice but to tap out. Man, for that finals match, I'm going to give it a B-. Y'all can hate me all you want. Yeah, Shayna did botch that little spot with the foot on the rope a little bit. But hey, who's here to nitpick? I was entertained through that match, and I was really like, damn, this is a legit matchup. But we can't dwell because as soon as Ronda Rousey grabbed the mic to start gloating, out came none other than the 13-time champ. That's right, after months off and just days after her father's documentary, aired on the cock. By God, Charlotte Flair made her return to the ring after Ronda Rousey broke her arm all the way back at WrestleMania Backlash. Don't forget to add WrestleMania in there. Anyways, Rousey got on the mic and she just mumbled some shit and then said, okay, when do you want your rematch? Rumble? Mania? Nope. The Queen said, I want a piece of Ronda Rousey's ass tonight, and I'll be damned if they didn't ring the bell. And on live TV, it's Charlotte Flair challenging Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And I tell you what, before you could even blink, Flair struck with the big boo, but then Rousey answered quickly with a spear of her own and was going for that armbar. But the Queen, being the savvy vet that she is, she countered, she rolled the champ up, and by God, she got the 1, 2, 3, securing her 14th, that's right, 14th title in the WWE. I mean, if you gonna sit there and make me grade that, I'm gonna give it a B. I know it wasn't a long match, wasn't a great match, but that's a big return. A lot of y'all have been clamoring for the belt to come off of Rousey, and just days after her father's documentary, yeah, all eyes were on this. Great move by Triple H again, And to follow that up, we go backstage to the Bloodline, and after Paul Heyman dropped a hint earlier tonight that the Tribal Chief doesn't think it's very oozy that Sami keeps getting his own chance during their segments, Sami just goes on and asks Roman if it is an issue, but Roman says, nah, it's not an issue. And I don't know if it's just me, but are they going to betray that poor boy tonight, or are they going to hold off and betray him at the Royal Rumble? Because we all know this is not going to end well for Sami Zayn, but that's why we love wrestling. And moving on, up next, Imperium comes down to the ring with the Ring General and Intercontinental Champion of the World, Gunther. And Gunther runs back the fact that he's got the title and he's already beaten Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, Shinsuke, and now Ricochet to retain that sumbitch. And I tell you what, like him or not, the guy puts on banger after banger after banger. However, before we can bask in his glory, too much, out came the monster among monsters now, Braun Strowman. He makes his way down to the ring, and it's simple. He wants a title shot, but at the thought of this, the champ just scoffs and started walking off. However, Braun stopped him and said, "Hey, I ain't asking, I'm telling you, boy, I'm getting a title shot." Strowman then took out both Kaiser and Vinci, but as he was running around the ring, Gunther wisely dodged him, sending that big sumbitch crashing through the barricade. Imperium then went on to deliver a 3-on-1 assault, but then out came Ricochet, steel chair in hand, who literally jumped over a grown-ass man, ran his ass down to the ring, and cleared house. I will say, at the end, when he took a swing at Gunther, it did look like he accidentally cracked that man in the skull, and I'm just gonna say, we can't have that be the norm, because if that happens anymore, Gunther's gonna be running for the mayor of Knoxville by 2032, my guy. I mean, come on, okay? Hey, for that match, for whatever that we call that, I'm gonna give it a B+. I thought that was really entertaining. And if you're mad about Braun Strowman versus Gunther next week for the Intercontinental title, stop being a hater, my guy, okay? With all that being said, we come once again to that part of the show where that's enough of the talk, because it's time for the main event. In tag team action, we got the returning 16-time champ John Cena teaming up with Kevin Owens to take on the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn, and the tribal chief Roman Reigns. And y'all already know what it is. In this household, we acknowledge the tribal chief, because y'all the twos and we the ones. Now, we already sent Farm Boy Brock back to the farm. Now it's time for Roman Reigns to send John Cena's ass back to Hollywood. Go on, get. I tell you what, not only do we have a history between those two, but KO and Sami, they have a friendship dating back over 20 years, as their careers have always seemed to intertwine with each other. So Owens and Zayn start this sumbitch off, and before you know it, Kevin Owens already had Sami Zayn's nose leaking all over the place. At this point, Roman Reigns calls for the tag, and at this time, the crowd is just going nuts for John Cena. But as Kevin Owens took his eyeballs off the ball, aka Roman Reigns, the tribal chief clotheslined that sumbitch back to Winnipeg. Then we came back from the break, and just as Owens was reaching for John Cena, Roman Reigns snuck around, drugged Cena off the apron, landed a couple blows, and just leaving Cena nowhere to be found when Owens finally made it to the corner. KO turned around, said screw it, hit Sami Zayn with a pop-up powerbomb, but at the last possible second, Roman Reigns saved the day. He then tagged himself in, went for the Superman punch, Owens dodged it, and then hit him with a super kick, frog splash combo. Shout out to the Usos. Owens then went for the pop-up again, but this time Roman was ready for it. He landed the Superman punch. Roman then loaded up for the spear, but once again, Kevin Owens dodged, sending Roman crashing shoulder first into the ring post. Reigns was somehow able to crawl over, tagging Sami Zayn, but at this time, Kevin Owens made it to the corner and tagged in John Cena. Ba-ba-da-ba. That sumbitch came in like a madman. Then him and Kevin Owens teamed up. They hit double 5-knuckle shuffles. Cena then hit Reigns with the AA, or the FU as you remember it. Kevin Owens followed that up, hit Sami with the stunner. He made the cover, and by God, with no tribal chief in sight, the ref counts the 1, the 2, the 3, and gives Kevin Owens and John Cena the win. And y'all know I'm pissed. This is some bullshit. Sami Zayn, when you deal with your punishment, I'm looking the other way, my guy. I'm sorry. You made the tribal chief look dumb, and you made him look mad. Ooga booga. Y'all know what it is. I'm a Roman Reigns fan. I'm a little salty, but that's alright. He ain't gonna lose the title anytime soon. And for that main event, I'm giving it a B+. Was it your 5-star match everybody's always clamoring about? No, but you had John Cena in the same ring as Roman Reigns, plus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. That never disappoints. What can you be mad at, my guy? And I can't wait to look forward to the fallout between the Bloodline and Sami Zayn. Where is it gonna lead as we build up to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? Woo, man. Well, we came to the end of another show, and y'all know what it is. We got the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B+. That's right, an 88%. Again, thank you, Triple H, for saving professional wrestling, sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. We all appreciate you. Well, once again, my name's Cody. I appreciate everybody that does tune in, and man, it really means a lot. If you haven't already, man, you can hit me with a subscribe. That would be cool. You can also like the video, leave a comment, tell me how dumb I am. Trust me, I think this guy right here, total idiot. But Hey, I hope y'all have a happy new year. Make safe decisions, be safe, and have a nice day.